afternoon. Welcome to Charlene Vegan Kitchen, and today I'll be baking wholemeal bread. And so now I'll be fetching my water, 620 liters of water. Oops, hot and cold, diluted. So now I'm throwing the hot one, 620 roughly. I say, yeah. Cold to need to be lukewarm. Making sure to measure. A 620 liter of water. That is like, oops, yeah, 620. And now I will add in the yeast. This is a sachet of yeast, 7-gram sachet of yeast, which is about, if you were to measure from something, it's about maybe it looked like it would have been about 1 tablespoonful of yeast. So it's a 7-gram sachet. So now I'll add in, some people put, sometimes I don't put anything at all in it. But today I'll be putting some honey. A tablespoonful of honey. Oh, I forget to. And I'm not promoting the honey. I'm just putting in any honey, just a tablespoonful. That's the amount that I want. Now I'm mixing it so it will be getting a bit bubbly. So the yeast will make the bread rises. So I like to need it on the counter sometimes. So I'll be putting it on here. Putting it on the counter. So I'm using 1,000 grams, which is 1,000 grams, which is 1 kilo of flour to make 2 loaves of bread. So I'm weighing it. Oops. Yeah, I'm weighing it. I'm weighing it so that that's 1.5 kg, and that's 500 grams that left. Turn off the curry. Add in salt. So this is my Himalayan salt that I grind. So I'm using 1 teaspoon full of salt, and I also will be using 1 tablespoonful of olive oil. So, now I'll be kneading in. We need nothing else. So I'll be kneading in, so I'll be mixing it like this. Making a swirl like a tornado. Like a tornado. It's running over. So now I'm mixing it in. Making a swirl like a tornado. It needs to be soft. Not too soft. Making a swirl like a tornado. So I'd rather to do it on the counter. You can do it in a bowl. Whatever you prefer. If you have a bread maker. Or you want to get your one. I like to knead it. Really, I don't want a bread maker. I like the activity. Enjoy doing certain things. Just round like a tornado. Until almost comes in. You just keep, and that's it. I'm not good at using my both hands, but I certainly can use this hand to do very well for me. So you just need to keep kneading it in for maybe the next 5 to 10 minutes or so. Just keep kneading it in. Kneading it in. The counter was already very clean, obviously, perfectly ready and blemish, no blemish at all. I just keep turning him over, kneading in, kneading in. Keep kneading in. Stretch it like elastic, just keep kneading it. So remember guys, making flour, making bread, it's not like kneading just a little flour at home for just cooking, but you need to make sure you wash your hands up here. Wash your hands real good so when you touch it, you doesn't have to feel any way that it catching on your hands. As you know, you already washed it well. Make sure that your kettle is clean, your top is very clean. So if you have to do certain things, I think I need it to get a bit more elasticy. I'm trying to do this. So I'm kneading in, kneading in. So there's two times. I leave it for an hour and I'm finished kneading in, and then I knead it again, leave it again for another hour for it to proof and raise right into the shape. Just keep kneading, stretch it, pull it, scrub it. Whatever you can think of that you're doing to it, pull it, scrub, pull it, knead it, pull it, knead it, pull it, knead it. Pull it, knead it. I love to knead. Hear me blowing? I love to do this. I don't think I would want a bread maker. Because it's not like I'm doing it as a job. I'm making my very own homemade bread. Who would think that the first lockdown would have bring me to making my own bread, making my own pizza. Thank God, I'm excited. You have to just keep kneading, keep kneading, keep kneading, keep kneading, keep kneading, keep kneading. There you go. I think this is it now. I should be doing it for a while, I believe. Stretch it. Grab it. Knead it. Pull it. Knead it. Oh dear. Pull it. Knead it. Pull. Knead. Pull. I don't see any other way to do it. Yep, that's me. Pull it, knead it. Yep. I find that we have the cleaner spot where I've been kneading all along. But it should be fine. It feels really stretchy and feels more like 100. So I'm gonna give him a little bit more. I don't believe you can knead too much, especially if you have it soft. It should be soft. Just my way of doing it. I've been baking my own bread now for a few months, almost a year. Excited, I haven't bought bread in the shop anymore. I have to just get going and keep making it when I need it at home. The children need bread, so this is 2 loaves in it. There's 500 gram, make 1, and 1,000 gram will give me 2. So now I'm coming over here. So now my olive oil. Now I'm putting my olive oil into the bowl. Oh, sorry, I didn't use. Putting my olive oil into the bowl and make sure that it's all covered. And then I'll be resting it in there for it to rise. And I'll show you what it looks like when it dries, and I'll put my cling film on so you can see what I... So I leave it for 1 hour for it to raise, and then you'll see the next move. Welcome back to Charlene Vegan Kitchen, and the bread is proof, and there we are. Rises all the way to the top. If you could remember how it looked from the bottom, how it was. So now I'm spraying in olive oil in the pan. to stop the bread from sticking when it's baking, so it will easily comes out. Some people might want maybe butter, different things people do. So there we go. Now I'm going to cook bread out. Now I'll be, I say bread, now I'll be taking the dough out. So I'll be lifting it out. There we go. So I'll be kneading it. I'll put it into, whether to use my hands. Two. Now this is 500 gram. Stretch it. Try and get that bubble out of it at the yeast of cast form. I should have gotten everything out now. This is it. This is the bread. There we go. That's it. Here is the other. I'm just trying to get this the hair out of it. So that's what I'm doing to burst the hair out. So here you go. That's it. The hair is out. I'm gonna put it to rise one more time. So I'm putting it in the pan. That's the bread pan. So now I'll be washing this tea towel. With some warm water. So I'll be wetting it, not damp, but literally wet. Squeeze it out. I'll leave it for another hour to rise again. There we go. So I put it beside the cooker, try and get some humidity. So I'll show you what it look like in 1 hour. We'll be baking it, putting it in the oven. Welcome back to Charlene Vegan Kitchen, and the bread is already raised. The dough is already raised again for 1 hour. Again, so that's 2 hours that we have done. This is what it look like when it's raised. Maybe when the heat catches it will raise even a bit more. So this is it. I'll just put it in there for 35 minutes, and that should be it, or maybe 40. Sometimes I do it for 40, it's not proper. So I'll show you what it looks like when it is finished. Thank you. Welcome back to Charlene's Vegan Kitchen. So after about 40 minutes in the oven, can be up to 35, 40, I did 40. Sometimes a little bit more because the button sometimes does not work properly. So here we go. That's, oops, my bread. So yeah, it is, wow, it's very light. Yeah, so you tap it and you can hear that, I cannot explain it, hollow sound. You know that it's properly soaked. There we go. Sound hollow. Sometimes there's little bubbles that comes up when it's raising the second time, and to make it a little bit. Thank you for watching Charlene Vegan Kitchen. Please like, comment and subscribe. Bye.